Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the National Football League. It's the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. About ready to get us started, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. With a USC product, Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets takeover on offense.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, you know, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive. He did the same thing as a basketball player, kind of a point guard, knows where the ball is supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle made by Shelby.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. This is taken at the 18, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this one to Patrick. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus on the field goal unit for the Broncos. This is a 26-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Darnold 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
4-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Darnold on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
44-yard line.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got him in, it's Brashad Perriman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the the 35-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Sam Darnold sacked. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Darnold from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the break. Darnold. He'll air this one out from Mims. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 15. This is Gordon as they go to him again. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Jordan Jenkins on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Terrell Basham in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Play action. It's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Throwing quickly, Darnold. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jets have taken the lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This is the tight end Fant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Holding offense.
Are you serious, dog?
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again. A little check down to Lindsey. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
That'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.